welcome back to Blended and Then Some. We're
Yes.
excited to have you guys join us again and continue to join us. Thank you very much on that. As you can see today, we're outside.
Yes.
It's very nice out today, at least for our weather where we live.
Yep.
It's extremely nice today. However, I don't know about you, but I noticed there's rain coming back.
Yeah, tons and tons of rain.
I'm so tired of it.
Yeah, I'm just ready for winter to be here, to be quite honest.
I'm ready for it too, but at the same time, that's another weather.
Yeah.
Cold. Okay, so rain, cold. For us, it gets too freaking hot down here too. Sorry, it does get too.
Yeah, it gets really
way
hot and
outrageously
humid
hot
and disgusting, and that lasts for a very, very long time.
So our topic today is kids and weather, or just what you do in general when the weather gets just too much to be able to go out and just enjoy the day outside. Today is just one of those days. We're gonna be outside with kids after school today. I know I will be. What do you guys do after school, or when your kids are home, or it's a bad weather day? What do you like to do?
Comments. Tell us what you guys do, you know, for rainy days, cold days, snowy days, any kind of bad weather day. What is y'all's family favorites, memories that you have as a child, doing stuff as well. What else?
See. Yeah, no, I think for us it's mostly just rainy, cold, and
it's
heat.
sleet. Yeah,
and
it
sleet.
Yeah, it
I totally
sleets
forgot about
here,
sleet.
and it ices over in certain areas where we live pretty bad.
We're lucky if we ever get snow. So those of you who get snow, please tell us about those kind of days. I know that's completely different from what we have here. Snowy days are just not as popular here where we live.
No, and when they do happen, everyone stops doing what they're
freak
doing,
out,
and it's amazing.
It is, and it's really awesome whenever we finally do get snow. But it's a once
in a blue moon.
In a blue moon, like serious blue moon when we finally get that. So, Desi, what do? You have a large group.
Yes, I do have a large family. So, what we do during rainy days, depending on how bad it's raining, we stay inside. Sometimes when you just get that light drizzle to sprinkle, I will allow my kids to play. Yes,
yeah,
puddles.
Play in the rain. Puddles.
But usually when it's like thundering lightning and it's just the whole 9 yards, can't see in front of your face, we stay inside. We watch tons of movies. Yeah. We don't just sit there all day long, as much as my kids would love to, because they're movie freaks. We just watch movies in color. They play very well together, and they do have one sister, so she does demand them to play house with her. And the brothers that they're just amazing. They will play with
fine,
her. Yeah,
we'll do it.
And then they just ask if her Ken Barbie dolls can be soldiers. So that's really funny to watch.
Do you have the outfits to go with them?
No, not yet, but I'm looking into that because I thought that'd be hilarious one day. But yeah, so we just, for rainy days, we stay inside, and you know, I like to bake during the cold weather. So come, you know, when it gets colder, I'll do like baking stuff for the kids. And now my kids are into slime, and so that has been interesting. We haven't had bad weather to do slime because mom's just like, I don't know about that stuff yet.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten that bad.
No, not yet. But usually I'm pretty sure we're gonna do like slime, but I do a lot of crafts with the kids during the cold weather. We like to bake cookies. My kids are very like, can I help? So hands-on with that kind of stuff. What else? Oh, when it did snow here, we did allow the kids to be outside and have a snowball fight, and that was really fun. And oh my gosh, the best memories we had.
I'm kind of bummed about the snow, because both times that we've had snow over years, I do mean two times over like a year, like years period of time, I wasn't with my kids. I'm so bummed. So I really hope we get another snow day, because I want to actually enjoy it with my kids. The first time I was at work when it happened, so my grandma, my kid's great grandma, actually got to enjoy it with them, and my oldest loved it. My little one was like, because it was too cold, didn't want to touch it.
That's how mine reacted. My
youngest didn't like it, but the second time around, I was out going to go see a comedy show. And I was like, but I really want to see this show. I finally have a night out with my husband, and then it snows, so I'm calling. And again, it was my grandma who had one of my oldest is actually elsewhere, but my youngest one, I was like, Grandma, is he doing okay? Is he liking it? She sent me pictures. Thank you so much for that, for doing that.
We have tons of pictures of that.
But
I think that would be a really good memory for the kids. They got to see the snow with Grandma.
Yeah.
You know, that's
a big
awesome
thing. And we'll touch grandparents another day.
Yeah,
we promise
definitely.
We're looking out for you guys too.
Let's see. What else was I going to say what we do inside? I was going to add something. Oh, we've had like really, really bad, we get flooded here quite a bit, and certain parts, not all. And when we get really bad weather like that, it tends to scare my kids. My kids don't do well with lightning and thunder. I don't know about y'all's, but mine freak out.
I don't like it.
And personally me, I don't like it. I get kind of nervous, but now that I'm grown up and mom, I have to put on that brave face and cape. So
is it easy for you to do that? I know it's not easy for me sometimes. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah, now that my husband's in my life, yes. Because I just hold on. He's a big guy, so I'm just like, hey.
Yeah, thank goodness for my husband. Because I think mine makes fun of me for it too. He's like, really? I'm like, I can't help it.
You know how the lights go on and off when we get that bad weather. So what we do, I just tell the kids, okay, we're fine, we're okay, don't panic. We kind of just huddle together, not intentionally, but it just happens that way. I like to read the kids books, or just like we just talk like randomly.
Get together, like huddle.
Yeah, and
like,
just
all right,
be in
let's
one
everybody
room.
keep each other kind of calm and everything.
So we just kind of do that. And what else? I mean, that's really it. Anything really. The kids just play. They just love playing, or they love watching the weather outside.
Imagination tends to just run wild. I like that imaginations tend to run wild during indoor days, like when you have to keep them indoors.
Yes, and I will say this, and I'm actually going to go purchase some right now. They do have those window markers by Crayola.
They do. I totally forgot.
When my two were just my two at first, I bought some of those for bad weather, and let me tell you, that was amazing because they got to draw on the window and see the rain.
That's a better idea. I usually just give them dry erase markers for the windows.
Yeah, I do dry erase stuff too.
Okay, so you know what? I like that idea better.
It's really fun.
I like using my dry erase markers for my dry erase board as compared to my windows for indoor days. So I'm gonna go look for those now. Yeah. Thank you.
Target and Walmart, guys, they have them. Yeah,
so,
and they're the best thing. And also too, we'll probably touch base with that differently, but I just wanted to add really, really quick. They also come off really clean, and they're awesome for road trips. So.
Ooh, yeah, road trips. That's gonna be
a different topic, but I just had to add that in there.
My kids kind of do the same thing as you as far as that. Indoor days, movie days, that's big for me and my kids too. I only have the two though, so I usually don't get to pick the girly movies. It's usually a boy fest in my house, so it's like a superhero action-y kind of movie. I won't specify which ones on here, but like it's usually superhero. But I actually like those movies, so it kind of works in my favor a little bit most of the times too. So yay. Mine also, I don't know about you how with that, but mine are also, like I said yesterday, gamer house is my house. So, and that's the one time I will allow it. Yeah. It's not usually allowed, and we'll touch that another day too. Yes. But so games become a thing, but I limit like, or not just today. Don't get excited about it. It's just today.
Yeah.
So video game, movies, snuggling up under the blanket and everything. If the lights start flickering, like you were saying, going off and on, I know power tends to go off and on a lot during that. I don't know about you, but we do the flashlight shows.
Yeah, those
we get the flashlight and do like
They're just now getting into that. Like,
so the puppet. What do you call it? The finger puppet or shadow puppet?
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. I was like the shadow puppets.
Yeah, shadow.
Thank you. The shadow puppets. That's what we do. Because we have a little area in my house that the boys really, really like to get to and actually do that. So that's another thing we do during lights off and on. I have to put on the face just like you, like, okay, we're good. Yeah. No, we're fine. And I know my oldest one is probably like, I know you're faking it, Mom, but I'll go along with it with
those
you.
guys, they're too smart for their good.
Oh my goodness. That was one thing. Another, if it's okay to drive, and I know there's days where I'm like, I don't want to keep you home. I don't want to keep you home.
Yeah.
I will go find the jump places. Museums here tend to have freebie days too, so if it just so happens to fall on a freebie day, we'll go there. Yeah. Or if I have to pay the admission, then I'll pay the admission, because I'm going to get you guys out and about. Yeah, it just kind of
depends, because like I said earlier, we tend to flood in certain areas here. Yeah. So if it's not too bad, then we'll also step out too, because I know the kids are like, really, we're stuck in school all week, and then we're
already indoors all day.
So it's just, we do that too. And if you're familiar with our area, On Tuesdays at 3, they do free witty museum stuff. So.
Yeah, so that's what we try to hit up is the free days.
It's really fun. What is that other thing? That Museum.
Yeah, that's another one for us is the Museum. Sorry, excuse background.
Yeah.
But another one for us is the Museum. We have that. Oh God, we have too many jumpy areas.
Yes.
At this point in time for all of that. And
if you can't hear us, sorry.
Sorry. So, we have multiple indoor jump areas. I know some of the malls have indoor play areas, but they're not as large, I guess,
and they're more for like little kids. They're not really for like our older boys. Like maybe they're good enough for like my 4-year-old and then one down, you know. So we do that stuff, and then what else? Oh, pizza. When it rains, when it's rainy and yucky,
baking, like you said, it's
pizza,
a big thing. Well, as long as power stayed on.
Yeah, as long as it's on.
As long as power stayed on.
If not, I feel so bad for the Domino's guy or somebody because they have to deliver.
It's like, yeah, you're gonna have to bring it to me. And I do feel bad about that too, but that's let's see, I think shadow puppets, jumpy places, museums tend to be my go-to. I don't.
We're kind of like the same
in that aspect. Yeah, and just when it comes to, at least for us and everything. Yeah. My boys too, like you said, being out, playing in the rain. If it's not that bad, even in like the colder weather, if it's not too cold, you can throw on a jacket. I may just limit the amount of time they're outside.
Yes.
But no, you're going out.
I'm definitely
get out. Don't like stay outside as much as possible. I try to limit being indoors if at all possible.
So the whole mud pie thing gets pretty intense with my kids, and I'm pretty sure with your kids too because they're boys. You know, one year it was a little chilly than usual, and it just finished raining the night before, and it was drizzling very, very lightly, and the boys had decided they wanted to make mud pies and jump in mud puddles, and so the cool mom that I am, I was like, go ahead, you know, sure, why not? Me thinking, oh, just mud pies.
It's just mud.
No, you should have seen. You couldn't even see their eyeballs. Like, they were covered from head to toe, and all I could see is just their teeth when they smiled. It was hilarious. I was like, how am I going to clean you?
Yeah,
it was so funny.
I think the one thing that kind of works out when it gets like that, though, is, all right, it's raining. Please go rinse off as much as possible before you come back inside the house because, oh my goodness.
Yeah, what we do is
not cleaning all of that. Water hose.
I'm sorry. I'm like, I know it's cold, but you chose to make that decision, so I'm going to have to spray you off before you get inside. And then it's hot bath, and then they just
and now it's calm down time because
you know,
apparently
and
you
their
got
skin
crazy.
is actually like amazing from that.
I know. It's kind of. Do you ever have that moment where you're like, maybe I should have done it too, at least like right here.
Seriously,
just a little bit like already
exfoliate with mud. Yeah, why not?
So, man, there's still bugs out, and it's like
yeah, and there's still mosquitoes here. So, I
want them to go away too.
Even though it's a little crisp today.
I think that's pretty much it.
That like, covers everything.
If we have to be out and go somewhere, if we can. Again, it just depends on the weather, and
yes,
I know it sounds crazy. It depends on the weather, but it depends on just how bad the weather. I don't like driving in the rain.
No, neither do I. I can't stand it.
It scares me.
Especially this rain. It's like a white sheet. And you're just like,
I can't see 2 feet in front of me. I can't see past, like, the front of my vehicle.
Sometimes the people that live where we live just tend to not know how to drive in that kind of weather sometimes.
Is it like that where you are?
Yeah. Because I mean, is it like that? Like, for people that when it snows? Because I've been in a situation where it snowed before pretty heavy, and people just tend to...
when you lived up north a little bit further.
Keep steaming,
so...
How do y'all handle that? Like, do you go out? Do you just be like, nope? I don't know. What do y'all do? Like,
please tell us, because if we ever, because I know when we did get snow, our city
literally
freaked out.
It's like everything was on pause. Like,
don't do anything. And I know everybody here was like crossing fingers for. Are we getting snow day? Nobody's going to, kids aren't going to school the next day. How is this happening? And and no, nothing got canceled.
Yeah.
So that's how very little of snow we got, but that's just how much it takes for our city and where we live to freak out.
Yeah, it was like ridiculous.
It was a little bit ridiculous, but it was
exciting.
Fun. It was a lot of fun. I just hope that the next time I'm actually with my kids. So, note to self now, 2 times in a row I've missed out on that instance.
Well, because they're like, oh, it's going to snow, it's going to ice, and then it never happens. And then
I think they say that like, we're going to get snow. I think they've said it every year.
Every year. And then when it does snow, they say nothing. And
it's
so
like, oh yeah, we got it. It's like, well, you didn't
What did you wake up to? Did you wake up to snow like us? And we're like, really? You could have said something like, oh, goodness.
Oh, the rain thing. Do yours do that?
Yes, my kids love eating the raindrops, and I tell them not to. And then you know what's really disgusting? And they will literally stand where you get the droplets from the roof, and I'm like, no! And they're just like, it tastes so good.
It's like, yeah, no. I'd rather you be like out there somewhere in the yard where there's nothing there catching that raindrops than what's coming off the house. Please don't do that. Not from the house. Oh, mine do that too.
Yeah, and if they find like huge puddles, they just jump in it or lay in it. You know, my second oldest loves to do like the starfish move and that.
So do my my little one does that. My second does that more than my oldest. My oldest, when it comes to that, is I want to have he wants to be on his bike in the rain.
Yes.
So he likes having that, you know, like sliding on the back. No, he gets the line up the back from where the tire kicks it up his back.
Yeah.
And then also the whole thing of like he's gonna, and it scares me, trying to do the skidding. I'm like, stop it! It's raining. It's different when it's dry than it is when it's raining. You can't do that, or you shouldn't do that. Not that you can't. It's just you probably shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like, and then. I'm also that crazy one of as soon as I see lightning, get inside the house.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, nope, you're gonna get away from the window. You're gonna get shot.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard
the lightning's gonna come in.
Oh, what is some like? I know I was talking to my husband about this the last time it rained because I had seen it on the internet somewhere, and I saw about how when it's raining you shouldn't take a shower.
What?
Yeah, that was like an old wives' tale kind of thing.
Like,
do y'all know about that? Like,
I've never heard of that.
The only time I've ever been scared, like, I actually just don't do it, but it's not because of, like, you can get electrocuted while you're in the shower. It's I don't know. It was something weird like that. If you find it, go look it up or whatever.
Yeah,
but the reason why I won't take a shower when it's raining is because I'm just more scared of the lights going out while I'm in the shower.
Yeah, me too. That happened to me one time when I was little, and oh my goodness, that's
the reason why I won't take a shower when it's raining is just because...
Yeah,
I just don't want to be in the dark. I don't want to be standing there.
I only know about like the window thing. Like I guess I don't know if that's even true either. I don't know. Oh my gosh, you know when you're traveling and you have like really bad lightning and thunder. We were traveling to go see my in-laws, and it was like lightning like right beside us in the field. I was like, oh my god! I was like telling my husband, I was like, let's go, come on. He's like, you can't get shocked because you're on tires. Like, and I remember my dad telling me that. Can't.
Oh, I thought you said you can. I was like, wait, why would you? Oh my god, okay, you can't. You cannot.
You can't. No.
Okay, I was like, what do you mean you can?
Yeah, my
dad. Tires are rubber.
But I don't know. My dad was a jokester, so I don't know what's true. I need to look that up actually, because he would
y'all
say
know any little wives' tales too.
Let us know funny stories. Like my dad would tell me, he's like, okay, if there's lightning outside, just run inside the car. You'll be perfectly fine. And I'm like, well,
but it's a giant metal thing.
Like I didn't.
But then it's also rubber on the tires, and that's really what's touching the floor. That's okay.
Our parents are crazy. They made us do crazy stuff. Yeah. So,
but that's our thing for crazy weather and having to be indoors when needing to be indoors.
Yes.
So indoors if we can. We'll go find indoor play areas if we can.
Fun activities, crafts at home.
Crafts. Now that you've said the crafts, I'm gonna look into some crafts because I'm not. Hey, Robert.
Sorry, that's my pooch.
And I'll look into that. I've never really done that. I'm mostly just the baking, movies, cuddles, and snuggles, because that's when I can finally get my 2 boys to finally, now that they're old enough, and be like, no, Mom. I'm like, no, I want my cuddles, and this is the one time I can get us all under that giant comforter blanket and just snuggle and cuddle along with you, and I'm going to enjoy that as long as I can now.
Yeah.
So,
my kids are still cuddly bears, like... My oldest is...
I get jealous sometimes.
He's a cuddly bear still. I don't...
My oldest has off and on.
And sometimes I'm like, your body heat is just too much, kid. Like, I love you, but...
No.
Can you just sit on this side, give this side a rest?
It's like, switch.
Yeah.
Change. But what do you guys do? Put it down here. I know we had somebody asking about what we do. So,
and let me just say, maybe, I don't know if we're allowed to say this or not. Maybe we are. I'm assuming we are. Whatever. I'm just gonna say it.
Sorry if we're not.
Yeah, sorry if we're not allowed to. We're still learning rules and stuff. But I was gonna say Pinterest is my best friend when it comes to finding crafts. Go on there. You could type in rainy days.
I stalk her on there.
Oh my gosh, I love that site. Like, that is my second hand when it comes to finding.
I know, I'm always asking her, like, hey, did you get to do that one that you found, and if she did it yet? I'm like, so how did it go, before I try anything? Because I'm like, I'm gonna let you be the test dummy for me before I do it. I'm lazy like that sometimes, sorry.
But
so
it's fun. And comments, you know, share your stories, and you know,
let us know, because
I
know it's different weather everywhere. We know what we deal with here on a pretty regular basis. It's usually outrageously hot here, but rainy weather is in the forecast coming up for us. So that's what we wanted to talk about, like, oh gosh, what are we going to do for the next possible week that we're going to have nothing but rain, and it's going to be a lot of looking up what's coming up, where can we go, and what can we do. I know, actually, and the other one, we get together.
Yes,
there's enough kids of, you know what, even if we do have to stay over, again, it goes down to the whole thing of if we can drive to each other's houses. I know we don't live too far from each other, thank goodness, but it's still enough of we don't want anybody to get hurt. Right. Or can we meet up somewhere? That's the other thing too. So parents helping other parents, that's a big thing too. It is. It's really nice, especially like, you know, the kids are playing, and that gives mommies time. Like, that gives us time to chit chat and catch up. You know, it gives, you know, just a homey feeling. Sorry, Roper's excited. We see you. They hear you too. Okay, what's your input? Oh, he bird. Found bird. Was it bird or bird? And that's another thing. We bring in Roper, and my kids chase him around the house. So, you know. Yeah. No, mine are, once they're inside, they're like, oh, I'm good. Put me away to sleep. Just put me asleep, and I'm good. Yeah. So, but that anyways, was today. So that's what we had for today for you guys, and for us ourselves, kind of brainstorming already for ourselves and what's coming up for us too. Yep. But we will see you guys tomorrow. Yes. And then we will talk about schedule stuff. Yep. On how much we're going to be doing get into details, and we'll get into all that with here. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us on Blended and Then Some. Yes, thank you. See y'all later. Bye.